It's the Detroit Pistons and the New Orleans Hornets. Hi, I'm Marv Alvin, along with the czar, Mike Fratello. Let's go courtside as they introduce tonight's starters.
Starting at guard, Chucky Atkins. Starting at forward, Antonio McDyess. Starting at center, Ben Wallace. Starting at the other guard, Jerry Stackhouse. Starting at the other forward, Grant Hill. The coach, Larry Brown.
Detroit wins the tip, and this contest is underway. Hill covered by Davis.
That's a definite mismatch when you compare his offensive ability to his man's ability to defend. That's not a matchup the defense wants to see.
Smothered by Davis. One-hands it. That's a tough matchup.
His defender will definitely have his hands full trying to guard him.
Can't make the long two. Sets it up. Counted for two.
Stackhouse able to avoid the block to drain that shot. What a play.
Setting it up on the left. Blocked by Wallace.
He knew exactly when to go for the block. Great anticipation.
Jumpers off the mark.
Let's see how the defense reacts to this matchup. Right now, they're the ones on the wrong side of this mismatch.
Grant Hill flushes it down. He doesn't bite on the fake. Mashburn rises up, good from the paint. The Hornets come up with an answer on the offensive end. Brings it up court. It doesn't go. The defender making things difficult for him.
I think seeing a man in the air going for the block affected how he shot that ball. Took him out of his normal shot.
No good.
Atkins extended himself there to force him into the difficult shot.
One. Stackhouse blocks it. One. The strong finish.
That was an impressive play. The ball handler called for the isolation and beat his defender.
Straight away for two from the top of the circle.
They look very, very confident shooting the basketball.
The defense has not looked strong during this stretch. He crosses. Oh, it's denied. He shoots. Rejected by Wallace.
His timing was perfect. That was a spectacular.
That should help energize his teammates at the defensive end. 5 on the shot clock. Clock's at 4.
To number 42, Jerry
The defensive foul committed by Stackhouse. That's his first personal. Makes the first.
The Pistons are dominating the defensive boards right now.
They look very focused on limiting second chance opportunities. On the shot clock.
Let's see that again from a different angle.
Able to penetrate. Eddie Jones. Nicely done that time.
Didn't panic, followed through and drained it. A good display of concentration there.
Guarded tightly by Jones. Shot clock is down to 5.
They did a tremendous job of converting a difficult play. Great pass and finish on the alley-oop.
We have a whistle and a timeout is called by the Hornets.
Eddie Robinson.
Davis sets it up near the top. Jones looking to hit. The two's no good. Advances up court. Hill is met by West. Four to shoot.
Stackhouse made a nice move to get open for the alley-oop, but couldn't put it down.
He has the upper hand in this matchup, Czar.
No doubt. He knows it, and he's going to try and capitalize on it.
Comes up empty.
That's now several missed shots in a row. The tough D is making it very difficult for him to get on a roll offensively.
A long two doesn't go.
The poor shooting is a result of a lack of execution on the
Stackhouse puts it down, and he'll go to the line for one more. West threw with a weak foul. That was not the result he was looking for.
For one, Jerry Stackhouse.
The Pistons missed on a three-point play opportunity. McDyess with an airtight defensive effort. Wallace with the rebound. Big Ben has come a long way in this league.
Marvin's dedication.
Detroit.
Looking.
Detroit.
Now entering the game for the Pistons. Working the ball around the court. Here's Hill. Grant Hill throws it down. Davis with it on the right side. West with the notion to fire.
West is shooting under 35% from the floor.
Stackhouse picked up by Miller. Stackhouse with no room to breathe. The two's no good. The extra height working out well for the defender.
He's using it to make things difficult for the shooter. He's doing a nice job out there altering shots.
West working on his defender. He elevates, misses from the post.
Good interior defense will help win games.
That was a solid defensive play by Williams. Jones with the nice steal.
His man exposed the ball, trying to set up for the first step, and he stripped him of it with his quick hands.
Robinson setting up down low. Can't find the hole.
Detroit has been extremely effective defensively over the last few possessions.
The other team is having a very difficult time scoring. The Hornets are playing solid defense. 10 to put it up. Stackhouse from up close hits the finger roll.
He read the offensive player perfectly.
That was a very impressive defensive play by Stackhouse. Puts it down with power. Grant Hill.
The Pistons are playing outstanding basketball, Mark. This game is on the verge of being a blowout, and we're still in the first quarter.
Backs him down. He can't hit the finger roll. Gets his hands on his first board of the game. Ten-second showing on the shot clock. Hill gets it off. Good for three.
The Pistons able to score on that possession. They'll be looking for that mismatch again.
West goes to the back down from the post.
The Pistons are still up by double digits and off to a tremendous start.
Hill guarded by Robinson.
2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Here's Stackhouse. The three-pointer is good.
Hill is doing a nice job of finding the open player for the assist.
Brings it up court. Stackhouse didn't bite on that one. Jones at the rim, out of bounds, off the glass.
Into the game for New Orleans, number 35, Max Freya.
Robinson playing for the drive. Only 5 to get a shot off. The Hornets are playing right up on their men.
Hill is showing some spectacular passing right now. The perfect delivery on that alley-oop.
Setting it up on the left. Robinson releasing. Williams commits the foul, his first.
In the last 2 minutes.
Robinson is no good. He gets 1 of 2. Mashburn re-enters the game for the Hornets.
24, Jamal Mashburn.
Ten seconds remaining on the shot clock. What a move. Grant Hill. Davis with the ball. Mashburn defended by Hill. He has the mismatch, and he's going to try and take full advantage of it. 5 on the shot clock. Clock's at 4. Down to 3. Mashburn surrounded. Finger rolls it for 2. The shot clock is on. Atkins setting. Timeout is called.
Detroit.
Nobody able to come up with that loose ball. .14 left to play in the quarter. Hard-nosed defense being played by Mashburn. 5 left on the clock. Mashburn tries the jumper. The Hornets unable to respond at the other end. So at the end of the first quarter, the Pistons lead by 22. They've played exceptionally well so far in this game.
There's still lots of time left. They can't afford to relax defensively.
Launches it from downtown. Hits the 3.
Davis gets the bucket with the defense right in his face. What a shot.
Atkins handling. Freya checks his man tight off the mark.
Great defensive effort. He did a nice job of contesting the inside shot.
Davis, played by Atkins. Davis at the basket, gets 2 with the finger roll.
The Hornets have had only a few good moments on the offensive end and seem to be struggling to get on the roll.
He puts one up. The Pistons lead by 19.
Here's a matchup he's going to try and take advantage of.
That's not a defender who can guard a player like him. 10 to put it up. He serves up the facial. Baron Davis. Shoots it with 5 showing.
Curry!
Davis bringing it up court. Puts it up from downtown. Davis continues the nice shooting and now drains his 4th consecutive shot.
He looks like he's ready to have a big game tonight.
Ten on the shot clock. Blanketed by Miller.
Good pressure D to force that turnover.
Miller calls that turnover.
His hard work defensively is paying off.
See that on your right, on your right.
Davis with the facial. with a nice defensive play.
The quick hands to strip the ball and run it back the other way.
Pistons
Miller
foul.
tees it up.
Number 7, Chucky Atkins.
Atkins with the foul. That's his first personal, first team foul. First shot is good.
You know you're getting away with a lot.
Wallace grabs the ball.
You have to like the extra effort he's putting in at the defensive end.
Here's Curry. No good from the right of the circle.
Jones was able to contest that shot and force the miss. We're seeing some nice defense from him right now.
Setting it up. Only 5 to get a shot off. Davis with the setup. The Hornets come up with an answer on the offensive end. Curry in heavy traffic comes up with 2. The Pistons come up with an answer on the offensive end. The perimeter shot is off the mark. Prince challenged the 3 and made it difficult for the offensive player to connect.
Mark, that was an example of great perimeter defense.
Davis being played by Atkins. He's right up on him. Shot clock's at 5. 4 left on the clock. Has to shoot. The assist by Davis.
The assist to Baron Davis.
Doesn't get the long 2. He bothered the shooter enough to force the miss. We're seeing some nice defense by Davis. Davis with the facial. Setting it up on the right. With the pull-up, can't make the long 2. Miller with the good hands. Jones advances the ball. Ten seconds to get a shot off. Baron Davis with another assist.
Davis is a legitimate candidate to record a triple-double on any given night. He's a big guard, Marv. He sees the floor well, he can rebound, and he can certainly create for himself.
Backing down. Pulling up. Williams is 0 for 2 from the field. Sets it up.
New Orleans for New Orleans.
Returning to play for the Pistons.
Number 21, Jamal McGlure. Into the game for the Detroit Pistons. Number 33, Grant Hill.
10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. He won't be denied. Jamal Mashburn.
The Hornets are showing more effort on the offensive end and stepping up the intensity.
McDice from in close. Finger rolls good. The Hornets cut into the lead but have not been able to stop the other team from scoring.
They're playing with better control and need to continue getting back into this game one possession at a time.
Mashburn elevates. Yes.
Davis is showing us a prime example of how to contribute without scoring. He's the playmaker right now, setting his teammates up with some well-placed passes for the assist.
Stifling defense by West. McDice closely guarded. The Pistons open up an 11-point advantage. West with the facial. The Hornets come up with an answer on the offensive end. Wallace with defenders all over him. The hook shot's no good. Only 5 left on the shot clock. Puts down the one-hander.
You can sense it here. This team is trying to come back.
The defense needs to find a way to contain him if they're going to hold off this team.
He did a terrific job of going at the ball handler and come up with the steal.
The Hornets moving the ball around the offensive end. West with the clock winding down. The layup doesn't fall.
He gets it back. Nice job of playing the passing lane.
McDice with the jumper. Post shot is no good. Davis covered by Atkins. Only 5 to get a shot off. 3 to shoot.
The Hornets are looking very active on the offensive end. The momentum is on their side.
McLaurin swats it away. Atkins with a tight defense. Jones gets it off with 4 left. Can't hit for 2. We're seeing particularly effective defense being played by Hill. Atkins directing traffic from the left side. Here's Hill. West stopped the offensive player and sent him to the line. Hill draws the foul and goes to the line for 2. He collects the rebound. McDice from point-blank range. This has been a poor shooting performance so far, but they still hold the lead.
The other team is doing a terrific job of challenging shots down low.
He tees it up, misses from just inside the arc. A flurry of passes by New Orleans. Jones pulling up from the perimeter. The 3 is off the mark. He's had opportunities to score, but has not been able to convert.
He doesn't look into it, Marv. This game could be out of reach real soon if he doesn't start making shots. They just missed completing a spectacular alley-oop. The pass was there, but they just couldn't come up with the finish.
Mashburn sends it back. He puts it up. Misses the two. He's doing a sensational job of forcing the other team to take those tough shots.
He really is, Marv. He's playing very well at the defensive end.
Jones getting inside position. The delivery by Davis. He shoots. McDice is 3 for 5 from the field.
The Pistons passed it to the low post and got a tough basket in the paint.
No good from the left of the circle. Brings in another rebound. .11 seconds to go in this quarter. Gets it to go from the right of the circle. The Hornets are playing better as the game progresses, but continue to have their share of problems at the defensive end.
This lead will be back.
Sends it back. Out of bounds on the loose ball. Mashburn with the helper. That's the end of quarter number 2. The Hornets trail by 6.
They have the deficit under double digits, but they have more work to do in the second half.
Here are the key players at the half. His man with nowhere to go. The shot erased by Stackhouse. Loose ball out of bounds. Mashburn is met by Stackhouse.
Smith wants the ball in the post. His teammates need to get him the ball. The Hornets are a resilient team, showing lots of energy at both ends of the court.
Tries one from the perimeter. That's team foul number 1 on the Hornets. He gets it to fall. Atkins able to hit from the line. Shot's good. Giving up the shot to protect the drive. 2 to shoot. Lays it in. The Hornets have been playing better basketball but need one more offensive run.
Defense will be the key to closing the gap and getting this game close.
A nice Nice steal by McGlure.
The Hornets are playing with a lot of energy at the defensive end.
The pressure has made things very difficult for the other team. Swatted by Hill. Out of bounds, it's thrown away by the Hornets. He has a mismatch here.
He's going to be very aggressive on offense anytime he sees this matchup.
Hill with no one on him. The two's no good. McGlure with another rebound. Coleman pulls up, gathered in by Hill.
McGlure with another defensive rebound. He's been very active so far.
Davis picked up by Wallace. Mashburn challenged by Hill. Comes up empty. Atkins with the ball. A great steal by Coleman. Mashburn right at the basket, able to finger roll.
The Hornets have solved the defensive pressure, which caused them to fall behind earlier.
They've made the right adjustments, now trail by only 3. Setting it up on the left. Wallace working the post, hits the finger roll. Coleman from close range.
McDyess recognized that he had to foul him to stop the basket.
He made a smart play, Czar. Now the other team will have to earn 2 points from the line. Coleman is hit on the shot and will head to the line to shoot 2. It's good. The Hornets came out of the half determined to cut into the deficit, and they have narrowed the gap to 4.
Detroit continues to make it very difficult for the other team to get offensive rebounds. They're playing some heads-up defense, keeping their bodies between the basket and their man as soon as the shot goes up.
The Hornets still have not found a way to slow them down offensively.
Credit the other team for attacking the defense each time down the floor.
Coleman fires. Drains the long 2.
Davis is really seeing the court well tonight. He's doing a great job of setting up his teammates.
Powers it through. Jerry Stackhouse. Smith sets it up near the middle. Davis guarded by Atkins. 10 seconds to get a shot off. Davis beats the clock. No good from the right of the circle. McDyess is looking very active right now defensively.
He knew there wasn't much time left on the 24 and kept up the pressure to force that miss.
From the paint
to number 44, Derek
Coleman commits the foul, his first.
Team foul, number 2.
Rims out. McDyess gets 1 of 2. Roberta is checking it off the bench for the Pistons. Davis, Starling, long distance, hits it for 3. Detroit could have prevented that basket.
The defense should have rotated to pick up the man with the ball.
lays it home. It's been a great stretch. The hot shooting has been a big factor at keeping this team in front.
You're right, Marv. They're doing a nice job of protecting the lead.
Flushes it down.
Baron Davis. To number 23, J.R.
Atkins
Smith.
is fouled,
That's
and
his
he's being
first
sent to the
team
line.
foul.
It
Number
drops.
3.
He makes them both. Shoots from downtown. Misfires from 3. He grabs the rebound. From down low, gets 2 with the finger roll. Timeout is called
For the Hornets.
The Hornets are bringing in some fresh legs to try and turn things around here. From the perimeter, can't hit from downtown. Able to grab rebound number 1. Timeout is
for Detroit.
The Pistons are beginning to... Hill with the assist. Good for 3.
The Pistons are showing the killer instinct to protect the lead and look strong heading into the late stages of the game.
Anderson shooting, can't hit for two. He comes away with the miss.
They were jostling for the ball there. The officials allowing the physical play between those two.
Hill throws it down.
New Orleans is having a hard time slowing down the other team offensively.
They need to get a defensive stop to avoid getting discouraged. Here's Anderson. Can't get it to fall. Nice defensive position by Wallace. Atkins defended by Anderson. With the shot, the two's no good. Setting it up.
Pistons foul to number 42.
Stackhouse has whistled for the foul, his second personal. Smith can't find the hole. He gets one of two. The ball is passed around by the Pistons. Misses the two. He comes up with it. Smith gets inside, finger rolls it for two. Advances up court. Atkins rises up, comes up empty. Sets it up. With the bucket and the whistle. He'll go to the line for a shot on a three-point play.
Shooting one for the New Orleans Hornets.
The Hornets able to take advantage of the three-point play.
Number 6, Eddie Jones.
The Pistons need to be more careful passing the ball.
They're lucky that pass didn't result in a turnover.
Williams being guarded closely. Miller commits the foul, his first.
Team foul, number 4, the Hornets.
It's good. Miller doing a terrific job of keeping his man off the board.
He moved his feet, got position on his man, and came away with that rebound.
He doesn't go for the fake. Jones on the pull-up, a long two, doesn't go. Mashburn plays off his man. Atkins in traffic, the two's no good. He elevates, can't hit for two. He takes the rebound.
2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Mashburn working from the right side. Some clock being used by the Hornets. Shots no good. A nice job of boxing out the offense on that sequence.
See the way they put a body on every man, Mark? If you can get that done, it makes those misses much easier to rebound.
Yes! The Pistons look ready to take over this game again and are starting to heat up from the field. Setting it up on the right. Mashburn called for stepping out of bounds. West coming back in for the Hornets.
David West.
Williams with the shot. This team's fine play has given them a comfortable lead. Their coach has done a top-notch job thus far.
Marv, Larry Brown is a veteran coach who has enjoyed tremendous success with a number of teams. His ability to get the best out of his players is unparalleled in this league.
The setup by Wallace. The Pistons open up a 13-point advantage. Great timing by Wallace. Tomahawks it through. He sets up on the left side. Davis, played by Atkins. West tries to back him down, has to shoot. He can't hit the finger roll.
Wallace deserves a lot of credit for the job he's continued to do on the defensive boards.
11 seconds left in the quarter. Shot clock is down to 5. Free to get it off. Stackhouse clocks at 3. No shot clock now as time winds down. And here we have the end of the third quarter. The Pistons lead by 17. They've played exceptionally well through 3 quarters.
The other team has put up very little resistance defensively.
Backcourt violation called on the play.
They need to be more careful with the ball. That was
Wallace substitutes back in for the Pistons.
Then Wallace.
The Hornets keeping the defense moving. Jones gets him to bite. One-hands it. The Hornets open this final quarter trailing, and they have responded. They've narrowed the gap to 15. Backs him down. Mashburn gives him no room. Can't get the fadeaway to fall. Fires from downtown. Drains the 3.
For 3.
Loose ball, last touch by the Hornets. Hunter steps in. Good move by Hunter. Able to finger roll.
The isolation play was executed to perfection. Great job.
And a time.
New Orleans.
Wallace checks back into the game for the Pistons.
Then Wallace.
Here's Miller. Can't hit from downtown.
This team is doing the right things on defense.
The shooter was pressured into a tough three-pointer by Wallace. Hits the finger roll.
tried for an alley-oop, but came away empty-handed. It may have been mistimed a little bit on that play.
Hunter launching from downtown. The three is off the mark. Setting it up on the left. West being played by Hill. It drops. Mashburn sends it away. Advances up court. The shot, it's good from just inside the arc. Sets it up. From the low block, the two's no good. He comes back down with the board. Brings it up court. Stackhouse stays on his feet. Jones from up close. Finger rolls good. The Hornets have not performed well.
They may have waited too long to start their run.
Hunter, not a lot of space, misses the two. He grabs the loose ball.
He's putting in the effort on locating his man on the shot and boxing him out. Once you put that defender on your hip, he's going to have a tough time getting around you.
10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Launches it from downtown. Wants time. Comes in for the first time tonight for the Pistons. Hunter sets it up on the right side. The reach-in committed by Jones. Personal foul number 1.
That's his first personal team foul number 1.
Knocked away by Jones. A strong finish.
The Hornets are still in this game, but are starting to run out of time. They'll need a very strong finish.
Setting it up. Hunter at the rim. Jones making a defensive statement. A lot of different touches here. Puts it up from the perimeter. The three doesn't go. Gets his hands on another rebound. Jones. That's a mismatch there, Zahn.
Marv, the defender is going to have his hands full trying to stop his man. There's just too many ways he can score.
From the post, Jones with the delivery.
The Hornets are back within a basket and have done an excellent job of storming back in the fourth quarter.
Setting it up on the left. Pulling up.
Hornets foul.
Hunter is fouled, and it'll be charged to Miller. Good on the first. Hunter sinks them both. The Pistons are taking it. Wallace returns now for the Pistons.
Number 3, Ben Wallace.
Miller at the basket, gets 2 with the finger roll. Sets it up. The Pistons working it around. Stackhouse with the jump shot, hits the 2. Williams with the foul. That's his third personal, first team foul.
That's his third personal, team foul, number 1.
Can't hit for 2. Wallace has been a standout so far, rebounding the basketball at the defensive end.
He's making sure the other team doesn't get second chance opportunities.
The Pistons have been able to elude the defensive pressure and still hold the lead in the fourth quarter.
No signs of let up in the fourth quarter.
Davis taking a look from the right side. Davis is met by Hunter. Able to hit.
The Pistons failed to communicate and help each other defensively.
The offensive player should not be allowed to pen. Stackhouse gets it off. The deep 2 is good.
That's a great shot, Marv. A wonderful performance so far.
They continue to hold the lead, but the score remains close. Can't hit the turnaround. Terrific defensive stop down low by Williams. This is a matchup that definitely puts the defense at a disadvantage.
He's just too good for that defense.
The spectacular dunk.
They're playing well defensively, but they're having no luck slowing down the other team.
Sent back by Williams. Taking their time, not rushing the shot. With the jumper. West with the foul. That's his fourth personal, third team foul. Makes the first.
The Pistons are back in control of this game. Credit the pressure defense for holding off the charge. West is making an effort to rebound the basketball to defensive end. He looks very active right now.
Setting it up on the right. Davis picked up by Hunter. That's a matchup in his favor.
Look for him to go at his defender and try to get some points.
Finger rolls it for 2. 10 seconds showing on the shot clock. Shot clock's at 5. Lays it up for 2.
Jerry Stackhouse.
Miller moving inside, comes up with 2. He misses the lane. Miller from in close hits the finger roll. The Pistons have been the better team, but are still a few possessions away from getting a win.
They need to protect the basketball and use up as much time as possible on offense.
Sinks the jumper. The Pistons have been knocking them down before.
Good team basketball is always fun to watch.
Tries one from the perimeter. The 3 is off the mark. He collects the miss. Miller low in the post. Yes! Hunter working from the middle. He serves up the facial. Grant Hill. Davis with the notion to fire. Launches from the perimeter. Drains the 3. Able to finger roll.
The Pistons are on the verge of a complete collapse and may not be able to hold them off this time.
Only 5 to get a shot off. Clock's at 3. Gets 2 with the finger roll. Misfires from the perimeter. Mashburn not able to answer at the other end. They've used their last foul.
To number 6, Eddie Jones. First foul in the last 2 minutes.
Davis gives the intentional and is called for a second personal.
That's his second personal. They are now in the
Hunter hits his first.
Time is running out. They need to score a quick basket and then pressure the inbounds pass.
He tees it up. Can't hit from downtown.
The Pistons just need to use up the clock and play smart basketball.
Shooting 2 for the Detroit
Wallace
Pistons.
can't hit his first.
Wallace.
He hits 1 of 2 from the line. From the perimeter, misses the turnaround. The shot clock's been turned off. Seconds showing on the game clock. The turnover caused by Davis. blows the horn, and that's the game. The Pistons take this game and should enjoy this win.
They outplayed the other team and deserve to come out on top.
Here's tonight's player of the game. Here are the stats for tonight's game.